What's happening, BDA family? This is a quick one about Deontay Wilder. I've just watched his face-off with Dominic Brazil, and I'm starting to realise that this guy is probably one of the biggest pieces of shit to ever grace a boxing ring, and that includes James Butler and fucking Carlos Baldomir. I mean, I'm serious now. That's what a piece of shit this guy is. He's up there with a paedophile and a murderer for me. I mean, the guy is just a grade A scumbag. There's just nothing to like about this man anymore. And I used to actually like this guy as a person. I hated the bums he fought. I mean, he's had more bums than Freddie Mercury, hasn't he? So, obviously, I didn't like that part. But this guy, I mean, he's just corny, cringy. He's a disgusting human being. And he's getting worse. Like I said, I actually liked him at first. He'd come across as quite humble as a man that was fighting for his disabled daughter. And, you know, he seemed, like I said, he seemed a half-decent guy. I didn't fucking love the guy, like some of these clowns, but I thought he was alright. But as the years have gone by, he's been getting worse and worse. And I think the Fury schooling has actually sent him off the edge. It's like someone that's got hidden schizophrenia in there. You know, people, they reckon schizophrenia is hidden. It just takes something to set it off. And, like, some people could take, say, a bit of cannabis and it'll set it off. Some people could take a bit of fucking ecstasy or anything. It could set the schizophrenia off. But with Wilder, it was a schooling from Fury, because he has become a psychopath since then, deluded one at that. I mean, this guy, I don't think he realised what happened in the last fight. He still talks like no man has come close to taking his belt, and he's the main man of the division. I mean, he's the pay-per-view star in America, apparently, he told us, the big name. But he's fighting on Saturday Night Boxing. There's no pay-per-view fight here. Let's be real, Tyson Fury carried that pay-per-view. I think, like I said, sent him over the edge. Well, you know, this guy's an American. He gets some guy, fat guy, come over from England that's been on the coke for like fucking 3 years. Had to lose, what, 6 stone. I don't know how much weight he had to lose, but ridiculous amounts of weight. Not had a decent fight in years. Not in good shape. Him still weren't in good shape. All right, he got in better shape, but he weren't 100%. So he comes over, schools the champ, the American champ, and yet he has to sit there and watch this fat English guy get a fucking contract from ESPN, the biggest network in America, while he's sitting there twiddling his thumbs. Yes, he got offered a DAZN contract, but let's be real, DAZN only wanted to get Wilder, to get the Joshua fight. I don't give a fuck if Wilder's with him or not. And he's a scumbag. Like I said, this guy's talking about bodies, you know, body bags on his resume and all that. Last guy I remember that talked about body bags was Gerald McCullough, and we all know what happened there. I mean, that guy's still in his fucking room talking to Nigel Benn, isn't he? I mean, he's well gone. So you want to be very careful what you wish for, Deontay. I'm going to call him Deontay from now on, because he don't act like a man. He acts like a fucking bitch. And what is it with him when he talks to people? Why does he look like he's always about to ejaculate when he's pulling his face and talk? Just talk normal, you fucking weirdo. And like I said, when you think this guy is easily the biggest piece of shit in boxing today, and his brother is second. So it's like some parents, you know, you can't help sometimes. Nice people can have a fucking son that goes off the rails and becomes a piece of shit. You can't be helped. But for two to be like that, I'm not talking money here now, because like I said, these days you can fucking have a shit on YouTube and post it, make a few quid from it. So I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about as a person. And, you know, forget money, because money don't make you a decent person. But as a person, his parents seriously need to have a look at themselves. They brought up two real pieces of shit with no respect. And this, like I said, this guy's got no respect for boxing, because he's not really a boxing man. He's a fouled athlete of the sports in America, so he's turned to boxing. Because let's be real, he's not going to be an accountant with that IQ, is he? So he's turned to boxing, and he's realised that he's got a decent punch on him. But he doesn't, there's no, I don't think he's invested in boxing. Like I said, he doesn't understand it properly, because if he did, he wouldn't be making comments like killing a man in a boxing ring. And like I said, I was going to read his resume out, but it's just an absolute fucking joke. Most of them haven't even got Wikipedia pages, his opponents. I mean, oh dear. Sorry about that, I just got a knock on the door and it's just fucking ruined my trail of thought. But we're on about that piece of shit Wilder. I've got plenty to say about him. He's actually a terrible champion for America. They need a new champion, and they need someone quick to replace him. Now, I just don't think Dominic Breazeale's going to be that man, but I'm praying he lands that shot he needs to. Puts Wilder to sleep. I don't want to see Wilder get hurt because I'm not a piece of shit like him. I don't want to see a man get killed in a box ring. But if I was to see Wilder sleeping on the canvas for a while, twitching with a bit of with an oxygen mask on him, shall we say, and as long as he comes round in the end, then I'd be happy to see that. It's called karma. Like I said, be very careful what you wish for. And Dominic Breazeale's too nice, man. He's too nice. That's why Wilder's a bully. Did you see Wilder talking to Tyson Fury like that? No. Wilder was shook half the time, man. Did you see him talking like that? No. Did you see, well, we all saw what happened to Marcellus when he tried to give it big one with the Fury camp. Ended up getting slapped up and sent on his way, and he went and hid behind Big Bro, didn't he? So it just tells you what these Wilders are. Listen, Deontay Wilder's obviously, he's the heavyweight champion of the world, so the guy can obviously have a row, can't he? He can obviously fight, but I'm talking about as a person, he's a scumbag. And I can't wait for Joshua to get hold of him. Because like I said, with Fury let him off the hook, and there was too much boxing involved with Fury, too much trying to look pretty. Well, I think if Joshua gets Wilder where he's flagging and he's starting to slow down and he looking like he's about to go. When you're about to go and you're in there with Joshua, you better get ready to get the pillar out, mate, because you're going to sleep, and that's what's going to happen to Wilder. And I can't wait, man, because this guy, he just continues to be a mouthpiece. I mean, he's corny as fuck as well. He's the most corniest, cringiest man in boxing, and I reckon Al Heyman's telling him to do it. The race baiter, Al Sharpton. I mean, Al Heyman, not Al Sharpton. My same fucking person, isn't it? Yeah, he's telling him to do it. Yeah, be a piece of shit. Yeah, be a piece of shit. That'll work. Look, worked with Broner and Floyd, didn't it? No, I think that's... I just... Because like I said, I've seen... It's either that or your mental health is seriously kicking in. And if that's the case, then he needs to be assessed before he goes in the boxing ring. Because this guy's got a lethal weapon with that right hand, and it's like giving a schizophrenic a gun license. You're not going to do that, are you? So why would you give a schizophrenic a license to punch people in the face? So, I mean, he really needs to have a look at himself. Get a psychiatrist. Maybe a good fucking pasting will humble the guy. I mean, usually works, doesn't it? But someone needs to humble this fucking clown. He's a disgusting human being. And I know all these little fangirls are going to be, oh, what are you talking about? Wonderful. You lot need to go fucking get yourself a life, man. Following a grown man's career around, worshipping everything he does, even though he does disgusting things. You're sitting there, get him, brother. I mean, you fucking clowns, man. Disgusting individuals, just like your fucking hero. Like I said, the biggest disgrace to boxing as a champion. Look at his fucking resume, man. More bums than Freddie Mercury. Like I said. But yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. The fight's coming up Saturday. Oh, hopefully that belt will be gone. But I don't see it. I see him beating Breazeale. I think Breazeale's too rigid and too stiff, too slow. I just don't think he's going to be able to get out of the way of that right hand. So, unfortunately, we've got to listen to Wilder rambling on for another 6 months till he gets in a box in the ring again. And who would be next? The fucking Kownacki, the fat Polish guy. I mean, I like Kownacki. He's a decent fighter. He's tough. He lets his hands go. But he's no Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, is he? But yeah, that's about it, really. Like I said, 9 minutes. There's not much more to talk about. You can only call a guy a piece of shit for so long before it gets boring. And yeah, I don't think I needed to do this video. It's all for us there to see with this guy. He's a real wrong, isn't he, Deontay Wilder? And he needs to have a good look at himself. Talking like a fucking absolute spastic. But that's low IQ for you. Like I said in my last video, the schools in the hood have got to be the worst in the world, especially when you see people like Deontay Wilder coming from them. Just not a brain cell in his head. God definitely graced him with athleticism and no brains, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm out of here anyway. It's basically like a boxing clown edition, isn't it? But this guy is king of the castle when it comes to the plantation of clowns. He is the king of the castle. But I'm out of here anyway. Laters.